What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios, back at it with another debate video. So today's debate video is going to be based on Godzilla 2017 versus Legendary Zilla. But before we do start, I want to give two quick shoutouts to people who were asked for shoutouts in the latest debate episode. Starting off with Abdul Rahman. I will leave the link in the description below, and Godzilla Epic Gamer 1978, and same applies. Their link to their channels will be in the description below and in the comment section below. I would really love it if you guys would subscribe to them. It'd be very cool. And if you'd like your own shout out, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below of this video. But anyways, let's go ahead and begin with this fight. So what's gonna happen in this debate video is we're gonna go over these two monsters. And once we do that, once you go into two monsters, we're gonna rate them on a scale of who would win if these two monsters are going to fight, by giving them into scenarios of them fighting, which is really cool, right? And the cool way we do it is we put them in scenarios based on their abilities, and we're gonna do a deep analysis of them as well. So it's gonna be a full-on round monster mash. So let's go ahead and begin with this. So we're going to begin with the main opponent here, which is Legendary Zilla. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so with the backstory set, let's do the backstory now. Legendary Zilla was a red code creation, as all monsters have been terrorizing Earth. Not only Godzilla, but Mothra, Rodan, and the three-headed predator King Ghidorah. Humans are losing hope by the minute, so as a response, Monarch gathered the world's top 7 best scientists to make the most overpowered kaiju yet, Legendary Zilla. Hope you guys got the irony there. We all been waiting for a Godzilla, haven't we? Well, let's hope that's this one. Now the height on this monster is, well, you can say Legendary Zilla, 284 meters. Alright? 284 meters. Pretty tall, much bigger than the original Zilla, right? Now abilities, so what I'm going to do is, for the abilities, I'm going to go quickly over them, and then we're going to go over everything else. Once we do that, right? Once you go over that, we'll come back to the abilities and do a deep analysis based only on the abilities. So it's a pretty fair way of doing it. So starting off, abilities, anti-Earth laws. Alright. Shapeshifter. Mind reader. Split ability. Green infection atomic breath. Focused Oxygen Destroyer. Now, once I explain, these are pretty interesting abilities. Now, aggression is maximum level, as he was genetically engineered to defeat all monsters. Everything in sight must be destroyed, right? Now, Territorial, yes, as I said, same thing, right? His focus is to defeat all monsters. And Biome is Earth, so he is an Earth monster. Now let's begin with the abilities. Now let's go back to the abilities that I said, and let's do a deep analysis on them. So, what's gonna happen? So, anti-Earth law. This is interesting. This is just like the Ghidorah from Planet Eater from the anime series. So this kaiju, or you could say Legendary Zilla, he has an ability where he's genetically engineered that he can absolutely disregard all of Earth's laws. So whatever a rocket tries to hit him, an atomic breath tries to hit him, anything that tries to hit him will just bounce right off, because Earth's laws are not pertaining to Legendary Zilla. Very powerful ability right there. Next, he has a shapeshifter ability. He can shapeshift into anything he desires, right? Moving on, he has a mind reader ability. He can tell, but it's not fully mind reading. So, like 30 seconds before his opponent is gonna think something, he already knows what the opponent is thinking. So it's very, very powerful, incredibly powerful. Moving on, he has a split ability. Now this is a very interesting ability because since he is more of not pertaining to the laws of Earth, whenever something tries to hit him, right, or an atomic breath swoops at him, he can technically open his body up a little bit, open it up, and what's gonna happen is when he opens that up, the atomic breath or the swipe or the rocket is just gonna go just through his body. Very, very interesting. He doesn't really need this, as I said, because he does already go against Earth's laws, but he still has this ability. Maybe if he fights in a place where the abilities are actually hitting him or affecting him, he can use this ability to counter that again. Next we have the Green Infection Atomic Breath. His atomic breath is very interesting. It's a green spoo of just full of diseases that spread onto the opponent whenever he uses them. It is disgusting and it just melts flesh. It is made to melt flesh. It is absolutely powerful. And if it touches him, it's not gonna affect him. Because he'll just, I mean, obviously it would hurt him if it touches him, but he'll use the split ability really quick. His body uses it really quick when it notices something coming towards it, and he will disregard it very, very quickly. Also, we have the Focused Oxygen Destroyer, the most powerful ability of all Godzilla creations, and the most powerful ability of Legendary Zilla. Now, we all know the Oxygen Destroyers, but wait a minute, what is the Focused Oxygen Destroyer? What could that even be? This is interesting because if he had an Oxygen Destroyer, then humans wouldn't create him. There's no point, right? I mean, he's gonna destroy everything anyways if he uses that ability. So what happens is, wherever Legendary Zilla wants an Oxygen Destroyer to be put, he will set a focus zone, a small focus zone, and for a very temporary amount of time, the oxygen will be destroyed. So he can put it around his, he can put it, like, let's say like a 3-mile radius around his opponent and destroy all of the oxygen right there, and boom, it's over. And then it'll just fade back away. Okay, that pretty much sums up Legendary Zilla. Let's go over Godzilla Earth now. Now, Godzilla Earth is one of the biggest Godzilla, not one of the biggest Godzillas of all time. He is actually from a anime series from 3 trilogies, and actually ended. There's no more, and it was quite interesting. There was very ups and downs of the anime, but overall, you know, I did enjoy it. Maybe it was not the best, but I did enjoy it definitely. Now, he is the most powerful Godzilla of all time by Toho until we get more Godzillas from Toho, but at the moment he is the most powerful Godzilla. And abilities start from Charged Particle Breath, which is imagine an atomic breath but much stronger, like a very, very powerful version of an atomic breath, right? Also, he has a red spiral particle breath, which is just like the same thing as I said, the Charged Particle Breath. But this one looks like, you know, Burning Godzilla, how he has this really red fire atomic breath? It's just like that, but again, more powerful than that, obviously. Now, continuing on, he has an Electromagnetic Pulse, which pretty much gives out an EMP, which will shut down anything that's electronic. That being said, he also has an Electromagnetic Shield, which is an EMP shield. Again, as he said, an EMP, he will shield himself from his opponents. Now, he has an electromagnetic underwater booster, so it will help him swim and it will help him defend himself towards opponents, right? It's a quicker way. He does have an instant tissue regeneration, right? So he can instantly regenerate when he's hurt. And he has a lack of skeletal frame, the lack of skeletal frame is very, very interesting, because imagine having a lack of skeletal frame and fighting an opponent. You can do so much more maneuvers with your body. It's insane. It gives a huge advantage to him over his opponents in many ways. So it's great. He also has metallic tissue fibers, which makes it really hard for his opponents to actually penetrate his skin when they're trying to fight him. Now, going on with that said, let's go ahead and put them into... Oh yeah, wait, two more things that he has. Two more things that he has. And that would be... Before I end it with the metallic tissue fibers, he has a oscillatory wave, which is just like a sonic boom, right? And he can go into Scarlet Godzilla, which if you've ever played Godzilla Save the Earth or Godzilla Unleashed, you can collect crystals and your Godzilla goes into rage mode. That's pretty much what this is, from the animes from the nanometal, I believe. So that's pretty much what this is pretty much what this is. He goes into rage mode, he becomes absolutely hard, like amazingly strong. Now, but let's go ahead and put these two kaijus in the battle. So for abilities of far range, we'll go at a distance of 700 meters apart. Alright? 700 meters apart. But saying that, we'll also go another one that they're very close to each other. So best out of two. If there's a tie, we'll go to overtime. But for now, let's stay with these two ones. So going at that, so we'll go far range because it's less practical. Usually monsters are known to, get up in each other's faces. Staying up at that, right? Let's stay at this. Now, what can Legendary Zilla use from far range? Can he use everything? He can use every single thing, as I said, because his abilities will not affect or hit him by the Earth's laws. Earth's laws do not pertain to Legendary Zilla at all. Never. So standing at 700 meters apart, what can Godzilla Earth do, right? He's gonna, the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna send out an atomic breath, or a warning battle, right? A warning battle that I'm here and I'm gonna kick your buttocks. That's what's gonna happen at the beginning. Now, saying that at that, right? What's gonna happen here is Legendary Zilla will obviously equip the anti-Earth laws on himself. So first, he's going to protect himself with the anti-Earth laws, and he's going to use the split ability if he needs to. So anything that Godzilla Earth sends to him is going to be unpenetratable. Nothing's going to happen to Legendary Zilla at all. Nothing. Nada. What he can do next, right? Godzilla Earth will open the shield up. The shield will not protect him, because again, everything that Legendary Zilla does not pertain to Earth's laws. It's like a different dimension. So the EMP is from an Earth-based law. It will not protect Godzilla Earth. He will penetrate that EMP, no matter what. So that EMP is done for. And then you could use the Focus Oxygen Destroyer, and he will choke him out in that specific radius. That's all he needs to do. He is very strong. This Legendary Zilla is very strong. So 1-0 in favor of Legendary Zilla. But let's go into the more interesting one. Face-to-face battle. Godzilla Earth is going to try to punch him. Boom. Anti-Earth laws. Going to go right through him. Kick him. It's going to go right through Legendary Zilla. Use Atomic Breath. It's going to go right through Legendary Zilla, as I said. Same thing. It's the same concept here, guys. Legendary Zilla can use Green Infection Atomic Breath to silence diseases. It can distract. It might not really hurt Godzilla Earth, but it'll definitely distract him. But same thing again. He is an anti-Earth law, and he does not need oxygen. He uses a different substance to keep himself alive, more of an energized way. So he'll put the Oxygen Destroyer around him and Godzilla Earth, and he's done. This is the most powerful Godzilla I've ever seen. very interesting, and I think this really gives a, justice to Zilla. I bet every Zilla fan will enjoy this one. This has been a debate video, but if you have, obviously this is not it, right? You guys have different opinions, go ahead and leave in the comment section below, but make sure you look at these abilities and Godzilla Earth's abilities and take it into consideration if you're gonna do a debate in the comment section below. Leave requests, guys. I'm very interested in requests. I actually got a request from a fellow viewer, and it was, I believe, Godzilla Earth versus King Ghidorah. That will be the next one. I will do that one for sure next. And more requests. I would love to hear from you guys so we can do more. I am really happy to do more. I really love that it's just really fun to make these, guys, and thank you so much for watching. It's been a very pleasure to make this video, and as always, have a great day.